Welcome back to our episode number 33. And this has been a weird one because we've been going back and forth. You know, I think we were up to 30 episodes
30.
And we got hacked, right?
Yes.
Then we got our channel, switched to a different owner so we could continue our progress, what we made. So we had to start over from zero, right?
Right.
And I think when we left, we're almost 1,400, okay? Subscribers, when I talk about subscribers there.
Right.
Then we got our channel back.
Yeah.
So then we had to switch everything back to this channel, which we were at, you know?
Right.
So now we're over 1,400 subscribers now. But we missed a chance because we were growing 1,000 subscribers a month. We grew 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. So we were trending that way.
Right.
And then we got the rug pulled under for us and then boom.
We were on an upward momentum and we got pushed off of it.
Yes, the momentum was gone, but now we're back.
Yes.
Now we took our channel from the one we redid, came back to this channel, got everything back the way we wanted, and now we're here.
Yep.
Now this is the flow of what it is. Now I still have some men.
You have some men.
I try and say it right. Men only podcast that we did for men only.
Yeah.
Which are releasing, I think, the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So this episode probably won't go out to another 2-3 weeks from now. All right.
So tell me on the men podcast, like, what are y'all talking about? What are just some topics?
Well, pretty much how our women are just not evil, just overall
So
bad.
women bashing. Great.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's more about being a man, more about,
Relationships from your perspective?
no, okay, relationships a little bit, but more like what it takes to be a man.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
what's your mindset of a man? Like, what's your definition of a man? Being a husband, or boyfriend, whatever, like, what is your role in the world?
Right.
Like, how do you treat them? How do they treat you? And then just, like you said, in relationships, just pretty much how the dynamic works out or not.
Right. Gotcha.
And it's more of a helping men of similar concerns or interest, and so we can move forward with that. But that's the men channel, all right?
The men channel?
The men channel. I'll call it men channel. The men podcast, which is on the same podcast as this one, but it's just a different podcast. But this is a home for all of them.
Interesting.
So,
Gotcha.
but going back to all the hack and stuff, so I'm glad this is all back. But I'm pretty sure because, well, our last podcast, 30, when we left, we're talking about how our progress has been for the podcast.
Right.
And then we had 31 episode, the 31st episode, and that's when we got hacked.
Right.
So it's been a lot of back and forth because because we were at 30, how do you put 30 podcasts back on, and then on your 30th podcast, they're looking at us and saying like, oh, how we're doing our progress, this is what we've done, and they're like, no, you only got like 12 subscribers because we had to start over. So that was something to try to fix, to overcome, was that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it makes sense now.
How, when we got hacked, I know this is kind of your baby from the get-go. You do all the legwork and the behind the scenes. How did it make you feel when we got hacked? I mean, I know for me, looking to you and know what work you've done, I felt gutted for you. I felt gutted for us. So I can imagine about all that hard work that you put in to help get us to a certain point was just...
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect this because it wasn't even this channel that got hacked.
Yeah.
It was part of another one, but since we're part of the same brand, this one was pulled out. Yes,
it was tied to.
This one got pulled out. So I was so worried about getting that channel back, I didn't think about they were going to pull all my other channels, all our other brands that I have out there. And they were just pulling one after another, in which I had to do a lot of maneuvering to save the other channels I have.
And a lot of communication with.
Yeah, I think even you were driving, I had to call you like, hey, change the password, change this, something's going on.
Yes.
Like, we got to do this real quick.
Yes.
But it was, it actually changed my life because my life was going a certain way. Now, what I mean by that was I was constantly working. Okay. When I say working, I mean like on my channels.
Right.
All right. So I had the JD wired. So I was constantly working on those. I was after work and the weekends, I was recording, editing. And of course, these podcasts I was working on there. And so it kept me busy, too busy, where anytime my wife wanted to do something or anybody, like, I'm busy. No. And where church life was not there. You know, it was there, but not as much as it is now. But being hacked caused me, or gave me the opportunity to do more, to get more involved in the church and my faith with that. Because I honestly didn't have anything to do at home anymore.
Yeah.
Because I didn't start another channel right away. Sorry, I bit my tongue when I said that.
Well, it's a sense of being defeated, and and the fear of it happening all over again. At what point do you say, is it worth it? To what extent? Happiness, or now is it it was a labor of love, now it's a labor of what?
Yeah, because at the same time, I was still trying.
Yeah.
I was still trying to get this back up. So I didn't want to start another channel if this channel came back.
Right.
So I didn't want to start a whole new brand and start with sub-brands all over again. So I was just waiting. I gave it a month, 2 months. I'm like, okay, it's not going anywhere. So that's when I started getting back into the recording mode. Mm-hmm. I think I got with you. I'm like, all right, let's try this.
Yeah.
I put all the videos back on that we had before to start over, and we started recording. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I was busy with other functions in the church, because I joined more ministries. I was volunteering more. I was attending more.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so do you think because simply the excuse you got involved in the ministries and more in church is simply because you were bored? Or do you feel like, so you're bored and so church is there, so okay, might as well. Or do you felt like you were called? Maybe this is what I need to do, or I'm feeling a certain way, and so let me get closer to him. And it just, in your willingness to get closer to him, led you to all these other things.
Well, that's a lot right there, but it was more of, I had a lot of, my plate was empty. Mm-hmm. So, when I went to, because I was part of the men's club, so I would go there and I wanted more of that. I wanted more of hanging out with the individuals that I had there. Will's here. You can't see him off camera, but mm-hmm. He was avoiding me a lot, so I couldn't even get a part of that. You could say something, they won't hear you, but anyways. No, I'm not just kidding, Will. But I just wanted more. I wanted to be out more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to do things more, So that's why I joined the other ministry, to be same with the like-minded individuals. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I started joining this Exodus 90, okay? But even though before that, I had a lot of time at work. That I had. So what I did is, because we were in transitioning from different tests, so I started doing more prayers at work. I started doing more rosaries at work. I started increasing all that at work. So if I was doing some work, I had on my earphones, I would just listen to that as I was going. Mm-hmm. So my prayer life increased, and me wanting to serve more increased too. Mm-hmm. With that, where like now my days are busy. Mm-hmm. Like I got weeks where I'm doing something every day.
But it's not electrical. It's not, social media. It's because you're with the ministries.
Yeah, the ministries and church. And these are things I want to do.
Yeah.
Like last week and this week has been something every day. So today was the only day which just happened, was to record this podcast.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm pretty sure I would have been at the church doing that meeting they're having today.
Yeah.
The capital campaign. I would have been over there, seeing what's going on with the church, see the new things that are happening. I would have been over there.
Yeah, same.
Because tomorrow we got meetings. Friday we have the volunteer fish fry thing. Saturday I'm going to go to my son-in-law's house and help him get stuff ready for the baby. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Saturday's the day we go to church anyway. So, but it's been, so I have things to be done on my other channel. So what I did is I actually took off work today to work on that. In which I did. I got some things recorded. So now I got to find time to edit now.
Gotcha.
So that's my thing I got to do now, because I accepted these items over a month ago, stating I'll be done within 2 weeks, and it's been a month.
Yeah.
So like
you have deadlines.
Yeah, I like my deadlines have passed, and I'm like, okay, I need to do something. So the hack, like I said, it's changed my life. It's changed what I'm doing. The thing now is, I don't want to record much videos anymore. Not the podcast, but the other ones over there.
Right.
But I have to keep the momentum going for money
and the revenue stream. Yeah.
So I got 3 products I'm trying to do. I finished one, but I lost all the audio. So I've been trying to go back today and go back some old recordings, seeing I could find the audio. I'm not sure how the audio went away, but the audio's gone. So I got to, hopefully I didn't format or delete anything, to go back and see if I could get that audio back.
Yeah.
Which is crazy though, but that's how it changed my life. So now I'm back in, we're back in here. We're starting to record. We changed the studio all over again. Hopefully this helps us more, because we changed the studio like 5 times. Just look at episode number 30 and 31, and you'll see all the changes we've been doing here.
Yeah.
So, but how do you feel with, this is going to be our officially first recording back at our home channel with our podcast here?
I have missed it, but I've been busy like you, in church and with work. But so I am now part of, planning the teens retreat. And so my days are filled also in the evening, whether it's doing stuff, researching, reading, or meetings. And like you said, this week, it's been something every day. And today was the only free day. And tomorrow I have a meeting. Friday is Friday. And, hopefully go to the church for the fish fry. Saturday, I have all day training from like 9 to 4 for the retreat. And then Sunday, go to church and kind of wind down. But, and then have a meeting Monday. And then Thursday, it's like it starts all over again. So between the days I don't have meetings, I'm doing something for the retreat, or I'm, reading, researching. And like you, I can't put earbuds on at work like I'd like to, just to to help me focus, because there's so many things going on at work. But I listen to the rosary, or I do the rosary, and I on the way home and the way either and or on the way home or the way to school, and every day. I put the homily on at work, out loud. It's good messages to whomever hears it. If they hear it, they need to hear it.
This was meant for you.
Yes. So, I'm walking around, the school, making the sign of the cross, and just, listening to, Father Mike on the app. So, and I've gotten some like, hey, are you praying? I'm like, yeah, you want to listen? You can walk with me, you can listen. But yeah, so it's just, I need I need to keep my fire lit, and that's how I'm keeping it lit. So, it's good busy. It's good busy, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's fulfilling. And so I don't mind it at all. I look for these things, and I'm so blessed to be able to be in the position I am with this teens retreat, to be that kind of busy, and be more active in church.
Yeah, I get that. That's good though. I mean, that's good that you're able to do all that stuff. And like they said, are you praying?
Yeah, I'm praying.
And like, give me your hand, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like, it's not, and it's, at school, we do the, Pledge Allegiance, we do the Texas Pledge, and we have a moment of silence. And everyone who sees me or is around me when we're doing that, I'm making the sign of the cross. I say a quick prayer, make the sign of the cross again when that moment of silence is over. So and anybody who asks me about anything, I have found, a few people that, oh, you're Catholic. Yeah, me too. Oh, and we start talking about it. And so that just helps me just connect with other people too. That's another way to connect. And I feel those kind of connections on a faith-based level are very fulfilling, because to me, when you meet other people who are like-minded in your faith, that's just a immediate almost sense of like camaraderie, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like-minded people, there's a sense of like, I trust in what you trust in, right? We both trust in the same thing. So that always makes me feel good. So yeah, the more people I'm surrounded by that believe is the better. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's the way I feel. But yeah.
So one good thing that's going on right now is I'm finally officially off the Exodus 90. I am done with
because
Exodus
it's
90.
over, or
no? It's because everybody around me officially knows, like, okay, he's not doing it no more. You could tell, because I always have some drink in my hand or I'm getting a cookie or something. So. For those who doesn't know about Exodus 90, there's an app called Exodus 90, and then of course it's not just the app, but it's about the men in the church who do this every Lent, every start of the year, and it's a year-round process. And what it is that you, of course, you increase your prayer life. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of prayer going on, a lot of readings, and then there's some things you can't do, like. You can't listen to music unless it's uplifting music. You can't drink any alcohol during this time. You can't eat any sweets. You can't do any spontaneous shopping, There's
you can't
no
break
TV.
out into a shopping, like.
Yes, because there's been times I just wanted to buy a new humidor for my cigars, but I'm like, I really don't need it.
Oh, so that's what spontaneous, like unnecessary purchases.
Unnecessary purchases.
Frivolous purchases.
Yes.
They're not for need. It's for, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't need it, but I want to buy it. And what it does, it just take away all the distractions you have to concentrate on your prayer life and all that.
And on him. Yes.
Yes, but the only thing is I do so many outings and do things that drinking is usually involved. And I love sweets, so it kind of goes hand in hand with together on there, So
what you're saying is that you're not disciplined enough to do this for him at this point.
Who's him?
The Lord.
It's not really for the Lord.
It's for you?
It's for the Lord to increase the prayer life, but it's not part of a Bible. It's not part of a scripture. It's not part of anything of that. It's just
so what's the purpose of this?
Some men just thought it up and to get closer to God, and this is another way to help other men to get.
So it's just a tool to help your spiritual journey to get closer. If this is what you want to do, this will help you be one thing that will help you get closer to him. Okay.
And there's a lot of guys who are really, really adamant about it, and they get structured in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing is you got to take cold showers. No warm, no hot, cold showers.
What is the point of that?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a sacrifice, I guess.
Oh, okay, like a sacrifice.
Okay.
Oh, because the luxury of warm water. Maybe?
True. I don't know.
I'll have to ask.
Maybe Jesus couldn't turn the warm water on.
Well, I don't think they had warm water back then.
They put it on fire to warm it up there,
Okay.
But those are some things, and they take it very seriously, which is, all for them, great.
Yeah.
They're very disciplined. They won't drink on on these days. I mean, on Wednesday and Friday is more fasting, which means you got one meal, and then your other two meals cannot equal the size of that one meal.
Got you. Cannot equal the size.
Yes, and then because there's no meat on Wednesday and Friday,
okay,
which is fine with me. I love fish, so I can eat those fish on those days. So I'm not part of that no more. I gave it up for Lent, so.
Okay.
That was my sacrifice for Lent. But at the same time, the women are doing it in the church. The Fatima?
Fiat.
Oh, I saw that card.
Fiat 90.
And so you talk about discipline. I wasn't disciplined enough and all that. But are you taking a part of it?
No.
So you're not disciplined enough to accept it? You're like, no.
No.
You're like, no.
I know myself, and I'm not at that level yet. Like, I'm not. I'm not, I'm just not participating. It's not that I would love to be that disciplined, but I feel like I need to control other things in my life first to focus. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Like, I'm not there yet. I'm sure one day I will be there.
I think most of this is my drinking. I thought I could just wheel it off real quick, but I noticing that I love my drinks. I love to have them.
I don't even think that would be a problem for me, not drinking sweets. I gave up sweets for Lent. So that's not a problem. I mean, all the other stuff doesn't seem like a issue. It's just, I think I would forget. Like, I'm not, like, that's just, to me, it gives me a little bit of anxiety because that's more things to put on my
anxiety.
No, because that's some more things to put on my schedule.
I'm so stressed out right now.
No, things to remember this day. Remember this day. Don't do that. You know, like there's.
Well, the app kind of walks you through it every day.
That's another thing. I have to look at another app. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It seems like
seems small things.
Yeah, small things, but to a person who has anxiety and like I have, you know me, I have alarms.
I have to look at another
I have alarms for everything, like just to, I mean, it's just.
Your Ozzy Osbourne app, you know, alarm.
Oh yeah, my Crazy Train. But
yes.
yeah, so it's just, I'm not there yet. One day when, one day I imagine I would want to do that. So.
And then the app is $100, $99. I'm like, no way. I got it though, but I'm like, oh, come on.
Well, to me, that's just like you're going on a retreat, $250. So
okay,
I mean,
we already had a big discussion on that.
So,
retreat, so
that's what I'm saying. Like to me, the not to say that I made out of money, but I'm just saying, well, still, I think because I was looking because they posted in our group chat about this is what you'd have to do, and there's some women who are not strictly doing they're I guess picking and choosing. I'm not really sure, but I wasn't really paying attention. But I was reading, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'd have to legit put things on my calendar to follow, the things or whatever, and it just I don't know. I'm not in that mindset yet. Like I'm not. Again, there's other things that I'm doing. And it's just not that.
I'm just joking with you.
Oh, no. I mean, and kudos to those who can be that disciplined.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm inspired by them by doing them, but it doesn't inspire me enough to do it anymore. But
doesn't inspire me.
I guess I'm impressed by how disciplined they are.
Yeah.
And the willpower they have to.
Well, it's doable. It's a doable thing,
To a limit. Not doable for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I tried it for a while. I tried it, a good 2 weeks, maybe more. It's the drinking was the only thing that kept me from being 100%, Then the sweets, I would try to sneak in. Like this one, my buddy of mine, Carlos Flores, was always the one that was like, he's a Marine, so it was like, he was like, don't you do it. Don't do it. What are you doing? Don't you grab that cookie. Don't you grab this. Don't you grab that beer. Why do you have a beer? You're not supposed to have a beer in your hand, like that. I'm like, oh.
So, so
he's a good mentor to have for this.
So, okay, and I was just informed. I don't know why I'm just finding this out now in my adult life, but I didn't know during Lent that you're able to take a break from what you give a sacrifice for Lent on feast days and on Sundays.
Yes.
I've been a Catholic all my life. Never have I heard that prior to this year.
Well, the reason you probably heard it, God, I keep biting my tongue. The reason you probably heard it is because now with this Exodus 90s, there's so many loopholes.
That's probably
so many loopholes.
Maybe so many people doing the Exodus 90. They're like, oh, guess what? On feast days and on Sundays, because my birthday, I didn't have any cake, and my birthday was on a Sunday.
Yeah, and like this Exodus 90, if it's a celebration, you're allowed to have those things.
But during Lent, what are the Lenten rules for sacrifice?
I honestly don't know, but I heard that you could let up on the Sunday.
Yeah, your wife is the one that told me. She goes, you can have cake. I'm like, no, I can't. She goes, yeah, you can. And I'm like, you're lying. So I looked it up, and I'm like, she is absolutely right.
Because it's the Lord days, you're not supposed to work.
Well, it's on the Sabbath, you take a break. But
laughing.
on the Sabbath, you take a break. But like tomorrow's a feast day. And
There's something I got to tell you about that.
There's a feast day tomorrow, and I don't know.
Now, if there's a saint day, on this Exodus 90, on Sundays, you're allowed to relax one of those, I forgot, necessities, whatever they called.
Oh, what?
One of the rules. You're able to relax one of the rules. So you can either eat sweets.
Relax one of the rules.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, you can't watch TV, though. You can't watch TV. This part
You
of the Exodus.
can't?
You cannot.
At all?
At all.
For like ever?
What do you mean forever? For
Like-
the Exodus, the 90 days.
Oh, 90 days. Oh, so it's only 90 days?
90 days. And then it goes to more relaxed Exodus. Starts over every day, every time.
Because you said it was for a year.
Well, yeah, it is the whole year, but the first segment ends at 90 days. Exodus 90 days. So every 90 days it's starting over.
Oh, okay.
But there's different Exodus 90s.
So there's different levels.
Yeah, this is the first one, is the main one. This is the hardest one.
Because, well, then it's, in theory, it's supposed to get easier. Because you get,
Once you pass the first 90 days, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. In theory, yeah, because you.
So on Sundays, you're able to relax one of them.
Okay.
Now, again, there's loopholes. Like if you go to church on Saturdays at 5, because you can get up till 6, then it counts as you could start that day after church to start relaxing one of your things.
So start drinking. That's when you start throwing them back.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I would do. But now I love Saturday services at 5, so I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, again, if somebody offers you, hey, here's a beer, then you could accept it because you don't be rude and say, no, I don't want your beer,
What?
Yes, if somebody offers you cake, you can eat the cake.
That seems very suspicious.
Because that's like, you don't want to be rude.
I got
remember,
goosebumps. That's the Lord saying false.
Because remember, you're not supposed to show that you're sacrificing. You're not supposed to show,
So it's a personal thing.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to tell anybody. You're not supposed to show anything.
So you're not supposed to say, hey, I'm doing Exodus 90. Don't give me a beer. Don't offer me this. And
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm doing it for the Lord. I'm doing it for this.
no, it's something personal.
Yeah, because just like you're not supposed to be, when you go, what do you call it? When you fast, you're not supposed to look like you're fasting. You're not supposed to tell people you're fasting. That's the same thing with that.
Yeah.
So by accepting it, you're doing that part.
You're supposed to be humble. Yeah.
And then another thing is on Saints' Day or feastings, you're allowed to relax.
On feast days.
What are your rules? Okay, they call them ministries, asceniments, or something. I don't forget what they call them, but something like that. So everybody knows tomorrow's council day. So
tomorrow's a feast day.
So everybody knows tomorrow's gonna be drinking day. Tomorrow's be drinking. Everybody be drinking. So they're all ready for it, And then yesterday was also yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday was a saint. Was it a saint? St. Patrick's Day. It was St. Patrick's Day, so we were able to drink yesterday.
What?
Yes. Sunday was something. Another. Saturday was another something to relax. Something. So there's always been some things, but again, these are the loopholes that I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, because Jared goes, man, since this Exodus 90, everybody's starting this on this Exodus 90. I've never been to or heard of so many celebrations of all my life. Like there's so many celebrations going on. Because if it's classified as celebration, then you can
have it.
Yes.
It's cause for celebration. Let's do it. That's hilarious.
So we went to Cassandra's party.
Celebration.
It was a celebration.
Oh.
You want some food? Yes. You want some drink? Yes. You want there's cookies? Oh, okay. Yes. It's a celebration.
Oh, what do you have over there? What are those round things? Those are cookies. You want some? Yes.
You offer me? Of course I'll take
Of course. Okay, so now that you're more actively involved in church and you have a thriving church life versus what it was before, like you were always busy with your videos and editing, you're kind of like a hermit, kind of almost, right? So now that you're more actively involved, have you lost any friends? I know you gained more friends, but have you lost any friends?
No, I can't say I lost any friends because the church is actually, I guess you're feeling more humble, not humble. You're vulnerable. Mm-hmm. You feel more vulnerable to talk to more personally with your friends you have now.
Right.
Whereas before, like my male friends, we always put this machismo up and all that, and we talk about stuff.
Right.
So we kind of break through stuff.
Right.
Like with Will here, you can't see him, but I always been real with him on stuff. And with Carlos, it's always been not too much real stuff, more bullshit and stuff that we've gone through.
Surface level, not like getting to the meat and bones of certain things.
Yeah. So like we had a conversation, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, and I learned some things that he was going through that I didn't even know, like for years. And I'm like, how do I not know this about you? You know? Yeah. So to answer your question, no, I haven't lost any friends. I think I'm just getting more tools to get to know my friends more, besides just more of a bar thing, or
more than you're getting
or
beyond
just a happy,
surface.
Yeah,
that's good.
Because of course we go to his house, he comes over, we barbecue, we smoke cigars and drink. But now is like the conversation a little bit more real. Now we could talk more to stuff, you know. And when I get to hear him, then I get to see like, man, I missed out. Like I was maybe I'm not a good friend, maybe to him, or maybe it was a selfish friend that I didn't talk about this stuff. But at the same time, he wasn't talking about it.
But it goes both ways, yeah. I mean, and this is, to me, it seems as if, you know, again, this is just natural progression. The past is the past. You can't dwell on the past. So now moving forward, it seems like the friends that you have, and now you're able to be more vulnerable with them, you're having a new, almost a new type of relationship with your existing friends, which is another level, you know, which is good. That's good.
Yeah, like even Will here, you know, can't see him, but I'm trying to get him to go to because he's part of my Knights Club.
Knights what?
He's actually a member of the Knights Club that I'm in.
Knights of what?
Knights of Columbus.
Really?
Yes.
You're Catholic? You have to be.
He was going to that Our Lady de Guadalupe church,
in Helotes.
Whatever, in Helotes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's always been part of that church over there. But since he went to a state council, then he's back, and then our church, our council sent him a letter saying, "Hey, you got to pay your dues. You paid them, right?" So, but since I'm a Sir Knight, so I'm above him now.
A Sir Knight.
Yeah, so you got to bow before me every time I walk in. Say, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Right there. So I'm trying to get him to go to this council meeting, but he has his son that day, so can't bring his. Of course, you can't bring your kids there, but
yeah.
But he could go to some other things. I've been trying to invite him, but he doesn't go. He doesn't want to.
I will tell you, Will. These meetings, I get a little envious because. No, just kidding. No, all the men there, I know a lot of them. And because I also serve with their wives and stuff, they have a good time. They have too much of a good time. In fact, I'm like, yeah, too much of a good time.
You're envious of us.
Envious, yes. But I'm not supposed to be envious. I'm like, wow, what are y'all doing over there? Looks fun.
Yes, because it's kind of like what how you felt at Cassandra's birthday with all the women. Mm-hmm. You're like, how come we can't get that every week?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's more of a serious. This we got to do. Okay, let's pray on this. But yours like let's let loose.
Well, we're women of action. We get stuff done. So yes.
So are we, but we're just able to work hard.
You have to work harder because anyway, yeah.
Because we're males.
I know you have to work harder. Yes, yes.
Something like the septic tank went bad in the father's thing. So we're the ones who have, well, not me personally, but the
Is that why all the signs are up? Because there's a lot of septic tank signs, the red ones.
Yeah, that's because you can't dig, but of course, like certain things you want to drive your car on something like that or something. You know? So yeah, that's why those always things are up there for that. But that's why we work harder, because women aren't going to do that, you know?
Duh. That's not our job.
That's why women are weak. So that's why men work harder to do that, because we're just built that way.
We're more intellectual. Anyway,
that's why when God gets mad, he gets mad at men, not at women. So
sure,
it's true.
Okay, yeah.
Again, Adam and Eve, right? Who ate the apple?
Will raised his hand.
I know. I'm like, what? No, Will, not you. You weren't there.
No, Will, not you. You weren't there.
And so did God get mad at Eve, or did he get mad at Adam?
Got mad at Adam.
Thank you. And There's more stories like that too.
Again, the man should have stepped up and said, "You know what, Eve? Let's take a break. Let's not do this."
So you're saying he's going to trust the woman?
Eve made it was like, "You're not making a decision. I'm going to be decisive. Let's eat the apple."
Because he was weak.
But he couldn't say nothing and help her, like talk her out of it or anything. Come to have a mutual understanding.
Wow,
He just followed her.
You have just proven all these stereotypes of a woman.
Duh, I'm doing it on purpose. Hello.
So it's true then?
No, for you. I'm all for you. I'm feeding into your stereotype.
No. But anyways, like when the men have their volunteer events and all the stuff we're doing, they do all the stuff. We clean up, we get everything done, put everything away, and then we just relax. We hang out with its men and we have a good time.
Yeah, fellowship.
And talk. Fellowship there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
good.
We don't pray or anything. We just be men.
No, but you're coming together for a purpose, Yeah. That's what it is. Well, that's good. I mean, so you have not lost any friends. You have developed different type of relationship with those same said friends, which is good. And you've made more friends. You've increased your friend group, which is good. Would you say you increased your small circle friend group? Have you included more people in that?
Yes, I think there's multiple groups of people that I know and that I hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
I have my mentorship group, that I have, which is Roland and Carlos, and there's one more, but I consider them my mentors. Then I have my ones who are like-minded like me and serve, but also have a good time in between. We joke a lot. We're sarcastic, and there's that group. There's more of a serious people. There's more of I drink more with these guys, part of the church, and there's more different circles. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, I have a lot of circles. I have a lot of friends, and I very exclude anybody. And there is no person that I don't exclude unless I don't know you yet. But believe me, I'm going to get to know you eventually.
Yeah. Well, and the good thing you said you have these different types of circles, but I think the best part of all that is that all these circles can exist together at one time, and they do multiple. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing, I believe, because I do have those same things. And the best feeling is that you can all exist in the same, same area, the same ministry, the same whatever, and everybody gets along, which is amazing, which I love. That is the best feeling, I believe, because you don't have to act this way in front of this one, or you don't have to worry about this person not liking this person, or, y'all are all there for the same purpose, to serve, right? And I believe that is what helps the community, and that's how I believe it's just it's such a strong community that we have at this moment, And I'm hoping that the young people, the young adults, see this, and they in turn try to bond with each other and continually meet with each other to forge that same type of community moving forward.
Yeah, because when we talk, yes, we talk about faith, but it's not like our dominant conversation.
Right.
It's more like, it's an everyday thing. How you doing? What's going on? This is what's going on with my kids. This is going on in life. This is life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of realize, like, hey, wait a minute. Are you okay? What's going on with this part? You've been going through this, you've been talking about it. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. And you get to help them or
just
them in
listen.
A prayer or something. And
you're
able to help them in certain ways. And then you get that reciprocated back. Okay, well, what can I do to help you? I'm like, oh, well, before I would say I'm good, but, I know you're genuinely asking and you would do something. And like, okay, then you accept them in and so forth. But that's the good thing about this type of community we have here.
The thing that I value most in my church community is that, one, personally, I believe that, I know everyone's heard of love languages, but I believe that when someone says, I'm going to pray for you, or I'll pray for you, that is an act of love. And that is what happens all the time. And so that is the most powerful thing. And the thing that makes me feel like the most close to a lot of people, we have our own groups, our group chat, or just anything that we do. Hey, please, I need a prayer for, we got you, sister. We got you. What's the name? I got you. Someone tells me, hey, my friend's family member, oh, they were sick. What's your family member's name? First and last name. And they look at me. I'm like, I'm going to pray for them. Or if I'm going to church, I'm going to light a candle for them. And their face changes. And that to me is a form of love. That's a love expression. That means I care enough to want to pray for that person. And that's, again, that's an expression of love. And I love that because that goes on everywhere at church, and I believe it is sincere. I do believe that.
Okay, now let's go to this.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been through this. I'm going through this church stuff, and I'm getting all these group me's and email text and all this and prayer intentions and all that.
Phones blowing up.
Okay, can we say that sometimes it's too much? Sometimes it's, okay, you got your phone binging, and it's this group chat. Okay, you got this group me, all right? Then you're part of another group me, and then boom, 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 boom. And then you have your text, boom, 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 boom. And then sometimes somebody texts the same information to these 3 group me's, this email chat, and then this text chat, and this other text chat.
Oh, so they duplicate the message?
Yes. And I'm like, come on, it's the same message. Like, I know the different groups, but come on.
Yeah.
I mean, but just, I mean, it's funny sarcastically.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it like sometimes you're like, okay, come on, can you all just stop?
No, I understand. And I am a part of several group me threads. And so, yes, when it goes off, when it starts binging, I look at it. I do look at it because that's a commitment that I made to support my sister. So I look at it and I will respond or heart something or acknowledge something, and then I mute it because I know that I have other sisters who are going to do the same thing. And that's fine. They're going to respond to it. I have acknowledged it. I've looked at it. I've read it. And so I'm muting it for, 4 hours. When it goes off again, I check it again. If it's the same thing, I'll mute it for another 4 hours. But I always go back to check.
Yeah, maybe I should do that, mute it for a while.
Yeah, I just mute it because I don't want to mute it forever because I want to know what's going on, or if someone needs prayers. I want to keep those people in prayer, the rosary, whatever. But so there's several times during the day that I'm like, wait, I thought I muted this one. Oh no, this is the birthday one. Okay, birthday, happy birthday, sister. If whatever.
And then boom, boom, happy birthday.
Yeah. So I mute it for 4 hours, and then we have a prayer intentions one. So prayer intention, same thing. Then we have a general acts one. Then we have the women of the well one. So it goes to the same thing. I read it, or if I can't read it right then and there, I leave the notification on my phone. That way, it reminds me to go back and read it.
I've done that, yes.
And it'll keep binging. So I'm going to read it so I can stop the binging, so I can acknowledge it or comment and then mute it.
And then we go to the prayer intentions.
Yes.
Which, okay, this first legit, all the prayer intentions are meaningful.
Of course.
There's something going on, usually something, of course, not bad. I mean, all bad going, like somebody's hurt, somebody's going through something.
Right.
And then you're like, when you're praying, I'm like, okay, pray for my family, my wife, my kids, my friends, my close friends, my extended family, my mom and dad, my cousins, my sister, your kids, Nora, Alex. Mm-hmm. And I'm going through all these names. And I'm like, okay, next. Okay. Then you say all your family and friends. And then you got to go through the prayer intentions. You got to make sure you got everybody that from your, say, my men's club. I want to make sure I get their prayer intentions. Then you got the nights. And then you got the church prayer intentions. Then you got these intentions. And then sometimes they model them all together. I'm like, I go like this, put my hand on the paper. Okay, everybody on here, their names.
No, I mean, we're people, we're human beings, and it would take all day to do certain things. So what I have done is I throughout the day when people put in our chat are people that I know at work. Your mom's sick. Okay, what's your? So I have a piece of paper. I write on my phone on the notes thing, and I type in all these names. And so when I'm doing that, I just generally say, or when I'm doing the rosary, and for those people who I've noted on for prayer intentions today, and I type each name and I say the name, and I type the name, every name I say the name and I type it, and I say a quick please, Lord, help this person. Please, Lord, help this
Yes.
person. And then when I'm doing my rosary or I'm doing my evening prayers, whatever, to everyone who I put on my intentions today, my intention list. And that's what I do because it becomes overwhelming. But
Yes.
you still want to fulfill your brotherly duty to your brothers and keep your word. So I think, to me, because I wrestled with that, because I'm like, I'm not going to tell somebody I'm going to pray for you and then not do it.
Yes.
No. So I do that every day. I put a list on my phone, and I, again, while I'm typing the name, please, Lord, help this person. And then when I do the rosary, okay, for everyone who I put on my intentions list today, Lord, please be with those people, because you can overwhelm yourself.
Yeah, because I've gone through some of the names. Like I got a sheet here. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and like every decade of rosary, I'll just say like 5 or 6. Okay,
Yeah.
then the next one's about 10. Then the next one this, and I'm like, okay, what's my other list? What's I gotta get to and all that.
I think that
But I pray the rosary like 3 times too. So like, I try to. I'm at the end. I'm like, hey, anybody I didn't say, but I do have. I mentioned their name or I seen their name.
Yes.
To try to get them all in there.
No, and I mean, I think as long as your intentions are good, I mean, and I have even when I'm like, or I didn't write this name down, or if I forgot a few names, I'm like, Lord, for everyone in our prayer intentions today that, whatever, please, who those people are, please. I mean, again, your intention and your energy and your prayers, they're going to that. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, if I'm doing it wrong, somebody tell me. But, I mean, I think, again, I try to be vigilant about it. And I think, I like to think that, because that is a form of my love language to someone. Whenever I say I will pray for you, I want them to know. And I know that makes them feel a certain way. And I'm happy about that, because I want them to know that I care enough about you that I'm going to take time to ask God for whatever it is that you're wanting, or
yes,
to help. I mean,
I just thought that was funny though.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right, because it gets overwhelming. There's a lot of us, and we're blessed to be able to be a part of such group.
Yes.
You know what I
especially
mean?
when they say, hey, can you help pray for this person?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Can you help me pray for me? Yeah, of course I'll pray for you. Like sometimes I say, let's do it right now real quick.
Yes. I mean, my niece's baby, she was in the NICU for a long time after she was born. And I can't imagine not going home with your baby. I put my niece in the group chat, and I said, please, and I put her picture, and I said, this is the baby, this is who I want you to pray for, please. And they did. And I felt, and you can feel the love. Like you can, and I got goosebumps right now, because you can feel the love, because these women are sincere, and they are praying for your intentions. And that's what I love about. That's what I love about it.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sandra, for being here.
Yes.
Again, this is our first recording officially back on Unfiltered Circle Podcast.
Yay.
And we hope to see you again.
Bye.